Tuesday the 7th of December. This is the first time we've done this for quite a while. We're going to be sitting under the orange arrangements, which let all the MPs into the chamber, but still have restricted numbers of people up in the gallery. We'll start off with a motion from Grant Robertson, acknowledging and celebrating the magnificent achievement of Ajaz Patel in the cricket at Mumbai. We'll then go on to questions for ministers. Barbara Edmonds to the Minister of Finance about reports on the economy. David Seymour to the Prime Minister about whether she stands by the government's statements and policies. Glenn Bennett to the Minister of Housing about jobs for people involved in public housing. Then Christopher Luxon to the Prime Minister about whether she stands by all the government's statements and actions. Shannon Halbert to the Minister of Economic and Regional Development about support for Tamaki Makaurau. Nicola Willis to the Minister of Housing about whether Kāinga Ora delivers value for money. Ginny Anderson about the COVID-19 Fund for Women and Girls to the Minister for Women. Simon Bridges to the Minister of Finance about whether he stands by his statement as budget speech earlier this year that wage growth will outpace inflation, meaning more money in Kiwis' back pockets. Dr. Gaurav Sharma to the Associate Minister of Health about testing for COVID-19. Chris Bishop to the Minister for COVID-19 about the implementation of the framework. Tiana Tuiono to the Associate Minister of Education about access to education for disabled and high needs tamariki. Dr. Shane Retty to the Minister of Health about ICU beds. We'll then go on to a couple of quick motions, one to do with vote audit, to allow them to shift some of their money around, and another in the name of the Leader of the House about the parliamentary precincts. This is a sort of a technical thing which effectively brings the TSB building, which is down by Midland Park, into the parliamentary precincts, which means that members can be down in that building working with parliamentary service staff and still count as being present in the buildings. There are a few people around who'd like the backbencher pub to be included in the motion, but I'm told that's not going to happen. Then there's the Ahuriri Claim Settlement Bill, the committee and the third reading of that bill, the second reading of the resource management, this is the Enabling Housing Supply Bill, and committee stages of the births, deaths and marriages and the sexual violence bills. And I think that'll probably take us through until about 10 o'clock. We'll be back again tomorrow. It'll be a Members' Day tomorrow, Wednesday.